Welcome. So listen, June 17th, I'm in Orlando, Florida, but it's booked. You understand? It's definitely sold out for the June 17th event. I'm definitely going to plan to offer another show in another city. You understand? But right now, after these last few appearances, I'm going to be doing a lot of virtual courses. All right, so I'll have those available for you. Grand Rising, welcome. Hey babies, thank you. My day's starting well. How y'all been? Listen, I took a week off. How y'all feeling? Grand Rise. Oh, that's so cute, Kimberly. Listen, tell her embrace her journey, because I surely let my locks just freeform and do their own thing. So tell her to embrace it. I'm telling you, she gonna feel so beautiful doing so too. Grand Rising, y'all feeling well? Okay. Oh, I missed you too, babies. I missed y'all too. Y'all know, listen, I had to take a week off. You understand? Grand Rising, I'm glad we back aligning. Y'all know I miss you too. Okay, chocolate cream, you started your locks. Listen, embrace your journey, all right? Because you're going to feel so beautiful. Because you know that people are going to be attracted to you being authentically you. You understand? Like, not downplaying anything, but before I started my lock journey, I had different wigs I used to be rocking because I like switching up the looks. I like doing certain things. But when I started my lock journey, I started from a bush, my curly bush, and just let it naturally form, right? And everybody who aligned with me that really was attracted to me, I knew that they liked me based upon what they authentically seen. You understand? So again, it's going to be a whole process. You're going to go starting like looking like ODB. Then you're going to start looking like Flavor Flav sometimes too. You understand? It's going to be certain periods and courses, but you're going to love them, all right? I promise you. Soon as you see again, you're going to embrace every part of your journey, okay? I'm trying to tell you, you're going to start with your shit barely swinging. You heard me? Barely passing their ears in a sense. And then all of a sudden, as you continue on, that shit's going to start dropping, all right? So embrace it. Love it. Again, I always say people feel a certain type of way about the fact that I don't retwist mine. If you like to keep yours, you want to say neat, embrace that. But for me, I just like it coming straight out the scalp, doing this thing. So some of the locks is big, some of them locks is small, medium, so on and so forth. But I love them all right? And I started my lock journey twice. I did free forms both times, all right? The first one was free form for my fro. The second one, I twisted my hair up. Then I was like, I'm going to let it do its thing. You understand? Like, just let it do its thing. So definitely, to answer your question, Precious, I do cover my head. Now, let me not cap on here either. Now, a lot of people like wrapping their locks up at night so lint and stuff don't get into it. I ain't gonna cap. I don't really always do that. I'm not gonna lie. You're gonna see lint all up and through here at times. All right. So definitely, but pretending to protecting my energy, I don't let nobody touch my hair but me. Because whoever's playing in your head, you can go sit down in front of them, you feeling good. Then at the end of the time that they done doing what they do, now they didn't put all their energy off on you. So I don't let nobody touch my locks unless I love them, right? And if I'm out in certain elements, I protect them too, because again, these are your antennas. So I don't want nobody fuzzing up my station. You understand? My frequency. It's like a radio in a sense. You understand? So don't let anybody be playing in your head, even if you don't got locks and you just get your head done. Be real cautious of who you going to get that from, all right? Because again, you sit down, you smiling, then all of a sudden after that, you getting up, you got attitude, you feeling mad, you feeling bad about you because they didn't sat there and transfer their energy into you. So it don't matter if you wear wigs, locks, so on and so forth, you're natural. Don't let everybody play in your head. You understand? Like, be very protective over it, because only person gonna be rubbing their head through these locks is somebody that I love. You understand? Somebody that, oh yeah, like, transfer that energy over. So look, first and foremost, if nobody told you as of yet today, I love you. if nobody told you as of yet today, I am proud of you. You're going to continue to achieve anything you set out to do. You understand me? Also, you know I got to give you that brief disclaimer. I only want you to take what resonates, and I want you to leave the rest behind, all right? I don't want you trying to force no scenario for you. If you don't get your confirmation through me, I guarantee you're going to get it through somebody else, all right? Also, y'all already know that voice too raspy to be whispering. So this about the time that you probably want to go ahead and hit that volume, all right? Now, look, thank you, Carmel. Appreciate you. So listen, right? Before we get started, I want to thank you because I don't always get to pause what I'm saying to acknowledge you. So thank you in advance for all y'all's love, all y'all's likes, all y'all's shares, all y'all subscribes, all y'all's gifts. Thank you. I appreciate you, beautiful. I appreciate all of that, all right? Also, I do want to say this. Excuse me because my face is probably peeling because let me tell you, I took a week off just so I could focus on my squad. So we had graduations. You know, I got a squad for real. So we had graduations, we had play days, all of that. So I was out in the sun. But, you know, I be thinking I'm Pam. Whole time I really be Gina in the complexion. And my face definitely is starting to peel because I got that sunburn, you heard me. So I ain't even going to lie. So excuse that if I'm looking crazy. Don't think I got slime all around my mouth. That's from that, all right? Also, thank you everybody who came to my virtual course. I love you. I appreciate you. All y'all's energy was beautiful. And I really feel like that's something I'm going to continue to do so that those people who can't physically see me in person, you still able to receive certain messages. You able to get certain downloads, confirmations, questions, and all of that, all right? So I'm going to be offering them more often, I promise you, all right? Now, let's get started, chosen ones. Now, listen, for those who've been with me, let me say something before I get into the message for today, right? So, last year, I kept getting downloads pertaining to certain things that was going to start to get exposed, right? So, those who are originals, you know what I'm talking about. But for those of you that are new, just know that on YouTube, I got all my lives that I've ever had available. So, you can go through that list and scroll through them, all right? So, including this one today is going to be posted too. But let's talk, right? I told y'all last year a few things was going to happen. One, I told you that certain outside energies was going to start coming in. I told you about certain aliens and spirits and all of this starting to be revealed, right? I also told you that there was something that was going to happen pertaining to the sky being orange, being red, where you ain't going to be able to go outside your crib like that. You understand that it was going to be the chosen ones that was going to rebuild it, right? So all of a sudden, what you see, they talk about wildfires is starting to come. Wildfires from Canada's having certain smoke be over certain towns. See, whole time I already told y'all that they was going to try to, just like they do for the clouds too, they was going to try to cover up certain things that's coming through. They was going to try to make certain things blurry so that you ain't see what was happening. But I told you, chosen ones, you don't worry about that because aliens pick up on that frequency. Certain extraterrestrial things. See, before we ever was able to use words, we used to allow our auras to speak for us. We ain't always talk, chosen ones. You gotta remember that. We ain't always talk. We was able to see through on a soul level. So therefore, you can see exactly who people are, the energy that they carry, the energy that they have, certain things that they don't have, certain things that they lack. See, I told y'all, if y'all stay focused on yourself, that means building your intuition up. That means, again, getting your discernment. People going to call you crazy initially until they see those things play out, right? So I want you to focus on you. Don't be scared of certain things coming through because some of these things are here to help you. Some of these aliens that they talking about is coming through, they the individuals that's coming out to wipe out certain negative individuals. See, as long as you keep your frequency high, you good. As long as you well aligned, you good. So don't allow what they talking about, certain things that's popping out. See, they told you about Vegas. Now they had certain things showing. But again, aliens, just like, again, before we was able to use words, They went based upon your auras. They let your energy speak for you. So if you an evil, negative, pessimistic individual, if you plot and try to scam out other individuals too, oh, they on your ass. You gonna get wiped out. But if you stay positive, but also stand your ground, you understand? Know who you are, no matter who you around, you good to go. So don't be scared of none of that. You hear me? You could be scared, but you're not scary. So don't allow that to affect you, right? Also, I told y'all that certain things, they clouding up certain views. But I asked y'all a question last time, right? If you truly was to see that this world is surrounded by other planets and you seen certain things, you wouldn't be acting like you be acting. You be scared. You forget how to drive and shit. You forget how to walk and shit. If you truly seen the world for what it is, Earth for what it is, along other planets, you would be scared. That's certain people that would throw you off. So yeah, the government be using certain things to cover up. They try put certain clouds so you can't see through them. They try to do certain things, but again, you don't worry about what they doing to prevent you from seeing it because you already know what it is. You understand me? Chosen ones is the only ones that can break out of that firmament. Chosen ones is the only one who, again, are able to walk this 3D life but be tapped into the 5D. So don't sit there and allow this shit to make you scary because you've been connecting with certain things that you ain't see. So make sure that you stay positive, all right? Raise your vibrations. You got to get to higher ground. Why y'all going to act so shocked that they talking about aliens is coming down? You been new. As big as God is, you think that he was going to limit himself to just you? You think that he ain't have other universes too that's going on? Things is way bigger than you. So don't be scared. Again, they going to pick up on your frequency. So as long as you playing your part, you good. But if you got negativity in your heart, your ass getting up out of here, all right? A lot of you, again, we already know that certain people don't like to discuss it, lizard men and all of that. There's certain people that you hold a conversation with them, and they already, again, of something else. If you don't know, you better tap in. You understand me? Because you can look at certain people and be like, yo, why you look like a lizard? Like in the face, you know how certain people look a certain type of way. Or you can look at people and see what animal they used to be in their past life too. Like, hey, yo, you look like a gator. You look like a frog. You look like a snake. You look like this. Come on. You understand me? So don't be scared. But let me get into the message, right? I just had to take that pause break, right? So chosen ones. Your mind is very important. You heard me. Your mind is the manifester. You heard me. So with that being said, whatever you make up your mind to, that's what's going to connect with you. Now, let me give you an example, right? So you know how there's certain people, okay, let's say this, because you are what you attract. Regardless if you feel like that, if you want to accept that, you are what you attract, right? So let's talk. You know how there's certain people that you connected to in your past. Certain people that when you met them, you may have thought that it was going to last. You may have thought this was your long-term boo. Whole time, this was a part of you that you had to defeat that you ain't do in your past life too, right? So I always say this, your birth charts, right? If you're not familiar, you can go to CoStar. I don't deal with them, but you understand I'm not in works with them, but I'm going to let you know because that's certain people that help me see my certain, you know what I'm saying, my life path, right? So you got to realize this. Never tell nobody your information. Don't tell them where certain placements is on your chart. Don't tell them certain things, other signs that you have and where they are. You keep that to yourself because that is like an instruction manual that God has for you. So you know how when you're going through certain neighborhoods and you see certain things like, I don't really like this view. You see sneakers hanging from the power line. You see that the air ain't the same outside. Shit seem a little shady. You know how you get those signs like, let me lock my door. Let me get my ass up out of here. You understand? You've seen certain things and you knew it was time for you to go, right? Now, if you was to look up your birth chart right now, you would see certain individuals that you had to battle, certain people that you had to overcome. They had similar signs that's in your placement. So, for instance, I could tell you 2 signs because I'm trying to tell you, nobody can mess with my energy. You try to, you're going to meet your demise. I promise you. So, I'm a Sagittarius, right? But throughout my chart, I got earth signs and I got water, right? So let's talk. Everybody that I went through as far as my past, whether or not this was friends or partnerships that I was connected to, they had similar signs to those people, right? So I looked at my chart. Okay, so say, I'm just going to give you an example. Say I'm a Sagittarius, and say I came across a lot of lion-ass Leos. That could have been in my chart, right? So therefore, you don't realize everybody that you meet, it's up to you to defeat that other side of you. Because you are light and you have certain darkness that tries to hold on to you, right? So let's talk. If you look back at your past people, you may have met them and you thought that they was your equal. Whole time when you met them, they wasn't ready. They wasn't all the way. They wasn't still having an opportunity to grow. They was already as grown to the highest that they was going to get. So you may have trauma bonding with them and thought that it was longevity with them, but the whole time you was getting the lesson from them, right? So chosen ones, there's certain people that you cross paths with that, again, you was defeating the other side of you. That's that ego. You had to get rid of it because that ego is evil. That's nothing to do with your confidence. That's not really you. You understand me? So as you seen that, there's certain people that you had to defeat that demon. You couldn't have joined them. You couldn't. A lot of people are scared to go against certain people that, again, seem like they hold some type of power or weight within them. So a lot of them don't beat those demons. They become them. They blend in with them. That's those people that always talk about they a chameleon, right? I've never been the type that's going to blend into my surroundings. You understand me? I'll play the background, but my energy going to speak for itself. I'm always going to stand out no matter if I'm ducked off or not. Even if I'm not seen, they going to feel my energy, so they going to know I'm somewhere around. See, chosen ones, there's certain people that you was connected to that you kept chopping certain pieces of you down. See, they wasn't able to grow. You understand me? You were still growing. They have grew to their heights that they was going to be. See, their mind was their manifester. And these people are pessimistic. They always negative. You understand me? So let me say this, chosen one, because I see a lot of you asking. I use the app CoStar, right? So you got to know the month that you was born. This going to put in the place that you was born, the time you was born. You got to know these things, right? And it's going to specifically show you your chart. But stop telling people your birthday. Stop telling people information about you, because they going to Google it and they going to try to see, oh, shorty's supposed to be expecting money this time, huh? This season's supposed to be about abundance. They going to know how to stop you. Oh, this season's supposed to be about love. They going to start plotting on you. So don't tell nobody your information. You understand me? Now let's get back into it. See, your mind is the manifester, right? And let me explain it. A lot of you are wondering how you can get the things that you want, right? First of all, you got to pray to God to align you with is truly for you. See, don't give no specifics on what you want based upon you may not know what was best for you. See, back in the day, you used to pray for this person, right? Oh, please, God, let so-and-so call. Let so-and-so come around. Let so-and-so love me like I'm loving them. Whole time they was tearing you down. See, at that time, you thought you knew what you wanted, but you ain't even know that person. And on top of that, you ain't even know you when they knew you. So therefore, I'm trying to tell you, you have to ask God to align you what was rightfully yours. You understand me? See, chosen ones, your mind is the manifester. So you ask God to align you with your true soul tribe, your true purpose, your true path, and that's when everything's going to align for it. See, your plan B, C, D, E was God's plan A all along. You heard me. Your mind is the manifester. So don't try to get too involved. You just sit there and be in position to receive that catch of love, light, and abundance that God is going to bless you with. You understand me? Now, chosen ones, let's talk. Certain things, right? One moment. Your mind is the manifester, right? Let's get back into it. So what you put your mind to and who you are is what gets attracted to you, right? So let's talk. You know how you sit there and, let me give you an example. You know how you go in car shopping, right? and you looking at certain cars, you looking at certain things, and you like, listen, this is something, you put your mind to it. This is what you want. You investigated, you did your research about it, you started to see how it attains to you, right? Like, okay, this car is this. It gets good mileage on it. Okay, it's big enough for what I need to do. You put your mind to it, right? So now you set your mind that this is something that you want, right? Then what happens? All of a sudden, as soon as you purchase that vehicle, you start seeing certain cars like it too. Now, you ain't seen a car like yours the whole time that you was riding, the whole time that you was driving other things, the whole time that you was connected or wanting other things. You didn't see the car that you wanted, but as soon as you get it, what do you see? You start seeing other cars that look like the car that you got, right? All of a sudden, you could have the most rare car. I don't care if it's a 99 back in the day. I don't care if it's a hoopty. I don't care if it's a 2022, so on and so forth, right? Up until the point that you got it, you ain't see that car not one time cross paths with you. You thinking that you about to get something slick, something exclusive, right? You like, damn, it wasn't it. Now you feeling a little salty at times. You know what I'm talking about, like, damn. I ain't see nobody else, and that person could have had that car way before you. That person could have had that car, and you may have never ever even identify or recognize that individual. But as soon as you got that shit, you see everybody driving the same whip as you. You see everybody got it. Everywhere you look, you seeing your same vehicle. Like, what in the world? I'm thinking I was driving something exclusive. Now all of a sudden I'm looking around, see everybody got that shit. You feeling a certain type of way. See, as soon as you made your mind up, your mind start manifesting, and what did you start to see? See, that's why you gotta think bigger. You understand me? Because if you are, again, thinking positive things, if you are being love, you're gonna receive love. If you sit there and, again, pay attention to certain things that you have in your head, because your mind is the projector. Your mind is the thing that manifested. So as soon as you made your mind up, you already made it. You heard me. So again, pay attention to certain things in your way of thinking. There's so many people that's talking about you want love. I want love. And some of y'all try to cap like you don't. Don't even try that shit. Some of you try to act like, oh, I don't want love, based upon the other person that you came from or experienced certain things with. There's some of them that gave that love a bad taste in your mouth, so you try to stay away from it, right? Whole time you don't even realize that's the devil plotting on you. Because again, the devil will sit there and try to persuade you to move away from the things that God truly has in store for you. You are love. Love is your superpower. Love is your strength in a sense. So as soon as the devil persuades you to give up on it, what you think you're going to do? Get what he wants to give. You're going to have, if you're not love, you're not going to receive love. So if you didn't make your mind up, just like I say, pertaining to that vehicle, if you sit there and didn't make your mind up to be love and want love and see love, you wouldn't start seeing love surrounded by you. You would get a lot of hateful, spiteful individuals. So if you talking about you giving up on love, you really giving up on you, and you allowing the devil to sit there and project that type of energy on you. You understand me? So I want you to embrace love. But in order to receive love and know how to love, you have to be love. That means you need to find love in the most rarest things. You can love how the sun shining today. You can love how you look. You can love this, you can love that. See, whatever you put your mind to, that's what you're going to attract. So make sure that you're not sitting there focusing on some so-so shit. See, with an example too, right? You know how when you finally find somebody that you connected to, or somebody that you like. This could even be somebody in your past that you liked that wasn't even right. But let me give you an example, right? You know how you sit, thank you, love. You know how you sit there and say somebody has your attention. Everywhere you look, you're going to see certain people that have the same qualities as them. You're going to look at this person like, damn, oh, so-and-so's attractive, but you thinking they attractive based upon what they have that your boo has, right? So you looking at the person like, damn, you got beautiful eyes. You like their eyes because it reminds you of the other person, right? Everywhere you look, you're going to see that person that you was with. So it's almost like the people start taking the same placement and looks as them, right? So let's talk. If you, again, put your mind to something and you truly embrace it and you positive about it, no negative shit can get in. So everywhere you look, you're going to see a reflection of the things that you expecting. So again, you like this person, like, damn, I like how Shorty's golds is. Oh, I love they looks. I like they locks. I like their intelligence. I like how they talk. I like their complexion. I like their height. Whatever the case may be. Everybody that tries to attract you or come and crosses paths with you, you like those qualities based upon the fact that they remind you of that other individual, right? So you had that in your mind. So what you have in your mind is what you start to see. It's like a projector, just like in class. You know how the teacher puts that on that little Scantron or that little clear paper on that projector for the class to see. All of a sudden, whatever she has right there on that she's putting that light on, because you know how that projector do. That light was underneath that paper, and that's what reflected to you. So if you put in your light, which is your attention, which is your love, which is your power, which is your energy, if you're using your light to, again, illuminate this, that's what everybody's going to see, and that's what's going to come in. So be cautious of what you put in your light on and what you're paying attention to, because the same works as far as things that you don't want to, right? You know how, again, you like, I cannot stand how this person, I can't stand this. Or you looking at somebody like, I would not be attracted to that. Or I hope none of these Beetlejuice ass motherfuckers try to get my attention. Or it, like, you understand certain things that you don't like. Let's be real. Certain things that you like, ew. Oh, I hope nobody, soon as you start saying, I hope so-and-so doesn't show up, or I hope that so-and-so don't do this, or I hope that I don't come across somebody who looks like this, walks like this, talk like this, all of a sudden, what you think you're going to get? That Beetlejuice ass energy going to come in. All of a sudden, you're going to be so salty because you was asking for love, but you was focused on the things that you ain't want. You like, yeah, this my season for people to come in. This my season for people to pursue me. But you was so focused on the things that you don't want that you start putting your energy and light on that, and then all of a sudden that's what you started to attract. The same thing that you didn't want. We don't do that. You focus solely on the things that feel right to you. You understand me? You focus solely on the things that you want to be attracted to you. But you're going to have to stop focusing on your past people who didn't do right by you. Now let's talk, right? I'm going to give you an example. These past people that showed you who they truly were, right? These past people that showed you that they didn't care for you. They didn't care to ask you how you was doing. They didn't want to put any energy into you. They didn't want to invest in you. They didn't respect you. They didn't, again, all of these things that you seen, you paid attention to these people's patterns, right? You seen how they were. Time and time again, they done showed their ass. All of a sudden, they got a moment of clarity. Then they go back to doing the same thing from their past, right? Okay, now let's talk. A lot of you, for some reason, expect something new out of the same toxic-ass individuals. So, just like you see those horror movies, right? Where Jason got that knife and he out there stabbing people all up. Stabbing them in their back. You understand? Walking slow, but he's still attacking, right? Let's talk, right? Just how you seen Jason going after people. You know what Jason do. He got that knife. He gonna attack other people, right? Okay, true. So the same thing goes pertaining to your past people too. They didn't sat there and try to put a knife in your back. They talked about you. They disrespected you. They abused you. They used you. They neglected you. All of these things, right? Why would you? It's almost like Jason talking about he changed his ways all of a sudden. It's just think about Jason. Jason went from sticking motherfuckers up, stabbing them in their back, trying to hurt them, right? All of a sudden, Jason talk about he turned over a new leaf. Oh, I turned over a new leaf. I don't do those things no more. I don't know about you, but that motherfucker would still be clapping from the time he enters and exits my door. Like, keep them hands. A lot of you too will be like, nah, let me see. Put your hand, turn into Busta Rhymes in a sense. Put your hands where my eyes can see. You out here talking about they got clap. They got to do this. They got to do that. Like, nah, I need to see that your hands is clear. You heard me. If you have to do all of that, then you know damn well that they don't need to be there. if you have to, that past person who cheated on you, if you have to keep looking through their phone to see if they doing the same thing, then they not for you. If that past person then lied on you and you have to keep sitting there worrying about what conversations they holding with other individuals, they don't need to be around you. I'm not going to sit there and allow Jason to be around me when he already showed them who he was. I'm not going to allow Jason, who already then sat there and used that knife to sit there and get somebody and draw somebody else's blood. I'm not going to allow certain people around me based upon what they did. So the same thing pertaining to your path. You sitting there letting people who already showed you what it is, already showed you who they was, but you allowing them to get a free opportunity to attack you again because they talking about how they changed, but I'm trying to tell you, they changed on the approach that they're going to be attacking you with. You better know that. You're not going, the same way that you're not going to invite Chucky's little ass in your house, the same way you're not going to allow Jason to come around, is the same way that you need to carry that same energy when it comes to certain family, friends, certain lovers that you was with, certain job positions too. If they took advantage of you and showed you time and time again what they was going to do, then why would you even surround yourself with those so-so ass individuals? You better get that shit together. You understand me? Because you trying to build new foundations with certain shit that already fumbled. You trying to build something else up with certain foundation that already crumbled. This person, again, seeing you outside in the sense, they called you crazy because you was building yourself up internally. They called you crazy because you was listening to what God told you to do. Intuitively, God already told you the truth about these individuals, but the devil has a way with words and persuaded you to continue through to see the outcome when God already told you what they intended to do. See, a lot of times your intuition and your discernment is to save you and give you insight on what certain people are thinking to do before they have an opportunity to do it. But you allow the devil to have a way with words. Allow the devil to gas you up. That allow the devil to make you feel like you don't know what you talking about the whole time they was going to set you up. See, chosen ones, you better get that together. You understand me? Because, again, the devil knows certain scriptures, too. The devil knows certain things that you want because you done sat there and said that shit out loud, or he was around certain individuals. See, you better know that. You got to go based upon what you feel. Because you out here, again, feeling like you got butterflies with them. Whole time you got bubble guts with them. Whole time what that bubble guts do. And when you feel that feeling, it lets you know that some certain shit is about to slide through. See, chosen ones, you let the devil sit there and finesse you. You sit there and again thinking about that you can mold them into the person that you want them to be. Oh, if I feed them this, or if I help them with that, all of a sudden you thought that certain sites you was going to change to CC chosen ones. You talk too much. See, the devil don't got intuition. The devil don't got discernment. The devil don't got insight that you got. You understand me? That's why the devil tries to tell you to give up on you, tells you not to pay attention to you, because he doesn't have access to the information that God has been giving you. You understand me? So why you think that so many people try to tell you to say, they always talking about F feelings. Oh, F feelings. F feelings. If you don't feel, then certain things won't get revealed, and that's how they can attack you. If they talking about F your feelings, right? If you feel certain heat coming without touching it, you just feel that temperature change. You walk closer to this and you feeling a little strange. See, if you didn't feel that heat pumping from that, you would have touched it and got burnt in a sense, right? See, that's what they try to do. They try to persuade you to not be authentically you. They try to teach you to give up on you. They try to tell you to give up on love, and that's a superpower within you, because that love can turn certain shit around. See, I'm trying to tell you, without love, you would be going down, and I ain't talking about that Mary J. Blige tip. See, without love, let's talk about the power that love has, right? See, your love for your children is what had you come up with certain ways to feed them. That love for that children is a lot of the times on the reasons of why your ass is still breathing. See, you know how a masculine or a feminine, they love their partner or they love the family that they gave birth to. They sit there and do anything. That love for their children will have their asses waking up early to get them safely to school. That love for their children will give you energy that you ain't had be able to produce. Your love for certain things is what leads you. So if they tell you to give up on love, if they tell tell you that love is not enough, then they trying to project certain energy on you because they know that love is going to push you into the path that you're supposed to be in. See, you done sat there and had certain masculines. Let me talk to you too. That love for your child's mother, or that love for your children, or that love for so on and so forth, whoever you was with, that made you have enough energy to get your ass up and clock in. You didn't have you was tired. Bags all under your eyes, bones cracking and shit. But the love for your children and the fact that you knew that you needed to provide for them, that love drives you to get certain energy that you ain't even know that you had. See, just like the love that a mother has for their kid will sit there and allow them to survive certain shit. See, I'm trying to tell you, love is everything. When they tell you to give up on love, they trying to get you to give up on you. They trying to project certain things on you because they know that with love, certain things is going to come through. See, you better know that. Nobody could tell me love don't pay the bills. Shit. How was that? Because the love for your kids made your ass get up so that you can punch in to receive that check. The love for yourself or love for your God or whatever the case may be allowed you to get out of those situations that were shady, allowed you to, again, sit there and have a piece of energy that you ain't think that you had. So don't allow people to tell you not to love because they want to see your ass in lack. See, everybody on that city girl movement, right? Oh, why? Talking about F dudes. Get money, do that. Oh, why? See, what they try to do is set your ass up to give energy to them so that therefore they could be abundant while your ass is in lack. See, a lot of them talking about they don't want love because they ain't never had it. A lot of them that already sold they soul, so therefore certain things they can't obtain nor can they grab it. See, you better stop putting money over everything because money means nothing. You heard me? See, I'm trying to tell you, if right now money, again, the value drop, money's no longer accessible to you. Money doesn't matter. That belt that they got on don't mean shit. That certain designer things that they have on don't mean shit because that designer that they rocking is not going to provide them the ability to feed their kids. You understand me? If money no longer mattered, I want you to think truly. I want you to build your true soul tribe up right now. Because when money no longer matters, what is going to hold you not up, not hold you down? See, stop talking about you. Oh, let me say this real quick. Stop talking about you want somebody to settle down with. Stop talking about you want somebody to hold you down because that's what you see too. These motherfuckers around you been holding you down. You heard me? Instead of building you up. See, I don't want nobody to settle down with. I want somebody to elevate with. You understand me? I don't want nobody to hold me down. I want somebody to lift me up. You heard me? So you better be cautious of what you say because certain things mean different stuff. But let's talk, chosen ones. Right now, you need to be building your true soul tribe. You hear me? And I mean that. You need to have somebody who's a doctor, somebody who's a builder, somebody that's a seer, somebody that's a beer, somebody that's this, somebody that's that. Because when this money don't matter, what you going to be able to use to exchange for some shit? What you going to exchange? Because if you sit there and are attracted to certain people that's scamming, got that PPP loan, right? Oh, that didn't affect you. They talking about, oh, thank you, God, for letting it come through. God's like, that shit ain't come from me. You know what you did to get it. See, I'm trying to tell you, chosen ones, certain people, you need to be paying attention. If they was willing to do certain things to get over on other individuals, if they gave up their morals for monetary gain, what you think that they going to do for you too? If somebody gives them the right amount of money, they going to switch on your ass too. They going to do some devious things too. So honestly, the PPP loans really showed us the truth about certain individuals. Just like how they say Trump allows certain things to be shown. See, I don't really be... I ain't getting into politics, but let me say this, right? Now, Trump did some shit, and I ain't uplifting him, but he allowed a lot of things to be illuminated. Those people that was your people, so you thought, all of a sudden they start talking all this racist shit. All of a sudden they start showing their true self. That veil got lifted and you start seeing the true face and shit, right? Just like Trump, he ain't know no better. So what did he do? I pay attention to what people say. And he mistakenly, because he wasn't trained for that position he was in, he was out here giving certain information that he wasn't supposed to be discussing, right? See, again, God uses certain individuals to provide you certain enlightenment, right? Because just like when Trump kept talking about we need to have a space team or a space certain, you understand, a space, whatever the case may be, talking about he needs a space team, a space force for these things. I started paying attention to that shit because he was unknowingly telling you certain information he shouldn't have been telling. Space Force, that's what it was. So when he starts saying that, I'm like, he done seen some shit. Because everybody's laughing like he's so dumb. Whole time he was revealing certain things to you. He done seen some shit in those files. Now you see he had files in the bathroom. He had files in his living room. Shit was all ran through. See, I'm trying to tell you, they mistakenly put certain individuals in a position and they feel like those people are going to help uplift them. Whole time they ain't even realize that God was using them to provide certain enlightenment to you. You heard me. So again, when the devil feels like he's finessing you, he's only doing what God is leading him to do. See, when I say that, let me say this. Just like those people who stole from you, cheated on you, sat there and belittled you, sat there and abused you, misused you, all of these things, all they was doing was pushing you into the path that you were supposed to be in. You found out a lot about you once you start dealing with those type of individuals, right? See, that person who used to put their hands on you, right? When you was with them, they was restricting you. When you was with them, they was having you submissive. But as soon as you started to realize certain things wasn't right, now your ass is uplifted. Now you got certain strength that other people was sitting there watching and paying attention. See, you ain't know who was watching you when you was going through what you was going through. See, God sat there and had you go through certain things to show other people that they can get out of it too. See, you have to realize, chosen ones, you the ones who have certain safety latches on you. See, that's almost like you walking a tightrope, right? From afar, people were like, yo, so-and-so's crazy. They walking that tightrope and got nothing connected to them because they so far away from you, they don't see certain things that's connected, right? Whole time, when you sat there and took that, I always give this example. You know how when we was younger, we used to play that the floor is lava game, right? I don't know about you, but shit, that's what I used to do, right? And the first person was a person who had a show. I could jump from this step to this couch to this love seat to this. You was the person that was jumping onto some shit first, right? And if that first person slipped, the other people that came after them seen, oh, nah, that's not a safe jump to do. I might need to go this way. I might need to go this way. Okay, cool. See, you ain't even realized that from a young age, you've been training for this day now. You the person that had to try certain things out. As soon as you fell down, God was there to catch you. See, on that tightrope again, people far away from you, they didn't realize who was connected to you. They didn't realize that if your foot slipped, that you wasn't going to fall to your demise. You was going to get uplifted. They didn't realize that, again, there was a safety net up under you that was going to catch you if you was slipping. See, chosen ones, you are built like that. So half the time you don't even realize who's watching you. Half the time you don't even realize that people are sitting there looking up to you. Half the time you don't even realize that why you going through what you going through isn't based upon you, but based upon those lessons needing to be learned from other individuals. See, chosen ones, you are the one who's safe. You the one that, again, from afar, they ain't see that cord connected to you. From afar, they ain't realize how God was protecting you. From afar, they thought that you was up there looking crazy, up there on your own. When they seen you fall, they was rejoice, clapping, but they ain't even know that that was a setup all along. See, I'm trying to tell you, chosen ones, sometimes you got to jump out there first. Sometimes you got to be the first to move. Sometimes you the individual that shows other individuals, okay, well, this ain't a safe direction to go to. Sometimes, just like that game of, again, the floor is lava. When they see you jump from here and you took that leap and you slipped up a little bit, you sat there and showed them, nah, this ain't the direction that you need to go to. So stop being so hard on you based upon what you went through, certain things that you accepted from other individuals, because you needed to sit there and be there to teach other individuals that you can go through certain things to help them grow through that shit too. Because just like a teacher, right? Imagine Bill Gates telling you how to, let's talk, a billionaire. If you heard a billionaire tell you how to survive the hood, survive certain things that they never had to go through, you wouldn't pay attention to those individuals because you like, yo, you ain't never had to be where I was at. You ain't never had to see what I saw. You ain't never had to take that meat, noodles, and sauce and stretch that shit from one day to the rest of the week. You ain't never had to put 5 in your tank and be riding on fumes until that next check came through. You ain't never sat there and had to use candles to illuminate your crib, acting like you camping out in the Cincy. You wouldn't listen to a billionaire tell you how to go through certain struggles. You wouldn't hear listening to Drake tell you about how to be the hood, like to be the top flight security of the world. You wouldn't listen to Day Day. You heard me. So why would you think that God has you go through what you go through? Because you the person who's going to show other individuals they came through this, but they going to get through that too. See, nobody would be able to, just like certain people in the church acting like they saints, acting like they better than you, acting like they ain't never went through anything that you going through and try to look down and belittle you. See, had they really kept that shit funky and told the truth and told you that they've been through certain shit too, you may have been more able to gravitate to those individuals. But because they acting like saints, right? Whole time they a sinner. They acting like they got everything together. They try to disguise themselves like they winners. But whole time you gotta realize, if you talking about you a saint, then how come all your kids been locked up this year? How come, you understand me? If you know you got certain aunts that are so quick to talk shit about you, but the whole time 4 out of 5 of their kids is booked right now. 4 out of 5 of their kids is going down. 4 out of 5, see, I'm trying to tell you, you don't listen to nobody else. See, that's why God chose you who you were. That's why you authentically you. That's why I always tell you, be naturally you. But you got to know who you are so that you're not out here imitating other individuals. Because just like when you got certain partners that you was connected with, and all of a sudden you start listening to the same music as them, saying certain slang language as them too. Now all of a sudden inside that relationship, you were so focused on them that you started to lose sight of you. See, chosen ones, you got to sit there and stop paying attention to everybody else. You heard me. God selected you because he knew that you was going to be authentically you. He knew that you was the person that wasn't going to try to mold yourself to what other people wanted to see of you. He knew that you was going to keep that shit funky. He knew that you was going to keep that shit real. He knew that you was going to stand up for yourself. He knew that you was the real deal. See, chosen ones, don't sit there and try to change yourself. You don't follow trends. You are the trendsetter. You understand me? Because trends come and go, but that real remains. So you better be you. You don't have to sit there and act like you Kirk Franklin. You won't know. You can listen to Kirk Franklin, but you can listen to some other music too. As long as you don't sit there and compromise the divine in you, as long as you ain't giving up your morals or your body for monetary gain, as long as you're not being negative, as long as you're not being pessimistic, as long as you ain't trying to get your uprise by causing somebody else's demise, you better be authentically you. You understand me? Because there once was a time where people used to look down at Kirk Franklin too. Now y'all remember when he first came out with his choir. When people heard, my people say stomp, you was out here doing the A-Town stomp with that shit. Right? I don't know about you, but I was sitting a little A-Town stomp. When he was talking about stomp, I turned it to, I'm trying to tell you, I was out there stomping for real. You heard me. Well, you got to realize that certain people are going to tell you what's not pure based upon what somebody else told them. There's certain mothers that tell you that all you're supposed to do is raise your children, give up certain parts of you, give your all to a certain partner that truly don't respect you. Certain mothers that sat there and try to mold their sons into some partners that they wanted to be with because the person that they was with wasn't able to achieve shit. See, I'm trying to tell you, you don't live for nobody else. You live for you, and whoever's truly supposed to be divine for you is going to understand you, accept you, embrace you, all of that. Don't sit there and allow yourself to be sitting there molding yourself into what people want from you, because let's talk, right? See, people used to call Noah crazy too, right? When he was talking about, hey, yo, listen, you're going to have to get together 2 by 2. You're going to have to sit there and change your ways because a certain storm and water's going to come through. They didn't like who Noah was, so they called him crazy, right? So when Noah was calling, hey, yo, get on the boat, get on the ark, certain shit's about to happen. There was Mother Teresa over here, scringing her nose up. There was this person that was judging him, pointing fingers and talking shit. See, had Noah not did what God told him to do, there's other people that wouldn't have lived. See, you don't sit there and try to appease these people. There's certain people that's going to judge you. There's certain people that's not going to show love to you. They're going to call you crazy on certain things that you say, but they don't got the same vision as you. See, they wasn't able to see into the future and see certain things going to come through. See, I told people about certain events that's going to happen. At the time, there were certain people that was laughing. There's certain people that was calling me crazy. All of a sudden, now those same people coming to me lately talking about, hey, yo, you knew what you was talking about. I'm like, I knew the whole time. See, when it comes from the divine, I stand on that. So even when I used to give people readings and they be like, oh, nah, it don't resonate with me, I record those readings for a reason, right? See, some of my readings are, again, based upon what you choose, I record that reading so you can go back and reference as many times as long as you want to, right? Those same people that didn't accept what I told them, now they come back a year later like, yo, everything's unfolded. I'm like, true. See, when God tells me something, I'm standing by it. I'm not here trying to appease you, because half the time these people didn't even know them to know what they was about to be going through. Half these people didn't even want to accept or take accountability for certain things that they chose to do. So you got to stand on that. At the time, they're going to call you crazy. At the time, they're going to say you don't know what you're talking about. But you the same people that they're going to come to sit there and know what the next move that they should do. And these are the same people that was laughing at you and so judgmental. You better be you. You heard me. They don't got the same vision as you. A lot of them, again, we already know that the devil was sent to earth. You understand? And the earth was his turf. So the earth is the devil's playground in a sense. And what I told y'all, after a certain amount of time, God's coming back through. God's about to spin that block like you and your crew time's up for you. See, I'm trying to tell you. Now, let me say this right before I get up off of here. You know how, let me give you a story time, right? So the devil used to be God's right-hand man. The devil used to be so beautiful, right? Had certain beauty to him, right? But he ain't like that certain blessings came through God. He ain't like the fact that he had to work in order to get certain things to survive, right? So what did the devil do? He started talking all this shit behind God's back, but God already knew what it was, right? Because when you see, if you a seer, chosen ones, once you start to see, you can never, certain things could never be unseen. Every time I walk past somebody, I'm seeing through their soul. There's nothing nobody can hide from me that I don't already know. You understand me? But sometimes God has you keep your composure. Like, let them think that they doing some slick shit. Because you already know what it is, because I already showed you where they ending is. So you ain't even got to talk about it, right? So let me tell you, right? So, chosen ones, the devil sat there and got a certain group. He sat there and told them like, yo, we can get certain things and we ain't even got to work hard for it. We can get this without having to do all that shit. See, the devil sat there and used his words to finesse certain people about their blessings, and certain people listen to him, right? So what did God do? God's like, oh, Miss Murray, you changing up. Oh, Sheila, you want to start showing out. All right, y'all go ahead and do what you do. Y'all can sit there and go to earth and y'all can run around, right? So God was like, go do you. But I'm telling you, you could get whoever you want to go with you. Oh, you want to go too? Oh, not Barry. Barry, you want to go too? Go ahead. Go ahead. I know Ray ain't tripping. Okay, take your ass on then, right? So God was like, all right, cool. Y'all go do you. All these people like listening to them. Certain partners that didn't want to, but they listened to what they partner told them to do. So there's certain feminines that listen to their masculines and made that move. There's certain masculines that listen to their feminines to make those moves. God was like, listen, let the devil do what he want to do, right? All of a sudden, they came to earth. See, when the devil told them that they ain't have to do nothing in order to get something, what did that mean? That means he was going to tell them so you can rob, steal, and kill in order to obtain certain things, right? So what you see, these scamming ass people, they ain't did no work, but they robbing other people. They ain't sat there and went to, no, they don't got no piece of divine in them, but they out here, again, taking certain things from them, right? Okay, cool. So when the devil told them, the devil ended up finessing his people too. The devil was like, you ain't got to do this to get this, but all of a sudden they was limited in a sense, right? So God was like, listen, I already know that certain people came to earth, went to earth, expecting different shit. See, I seen on Murray's face, she didn't even want to go there, but John persuaded her to do so. So God was like, listen, chosen ones. He gathered up certain people. He like, listen, I need you to go back to earth, right? I need you to go to earth, right? I need you to be in disguise. I'm going to give you all the tools that you need in order to survive. I'm going to give you that light. Boom. I'm going to give you that intuition. Boom. Your intuition is that personal GPS in a sense. So God's like, listen, I want you, anytime you don't know what direction to go, I want you to go within. Anytime you're not sure about something, I want you to listen to me. And I got that walkie-talkie on me. As long as you on this frequency, you're going to hear from me and you're going to know what those people intend to do. See, God gave you all the tools that you need, and those tools was inside of you, right? God was like, I know so-and-so ain't know what they was getting into, so I want you to go down there. And anybody who changes their mind and wants to, again, come back to the divine, I want you to use what you got in order to get them realigned, right? So let me tell you, chosen ones, I always say this, family is not who you come from, but it's often who you led to, because you was here to help break other people out those toxic cycles. That was you coming to save those people that the devil done persuaded to come down here. You came here to make certain shit clear. That's why I always say you the person who caused judgment. That's why you got to know who you are, because you the person that gets on your personal GPS or gets on your walkie-talkie in a sense and lets God know, hey, yo, so-and-so changed their mind. See, they was praying for certain clarity. They was praying for certain love to come through. They was praying for certain abundance, second opportunities. And what God did, he sat there and aligned you to come through. So God had you come through to help these individuals who was praying for a way out. But what did some of these individuals do? See, God was like, listen, I got to dim your light in a sense. I got to have you dressed in to blend in with these individuals. See, when I say blend in, you didn't become them, but he had you not looking all flashy. He ain't have you in your golden robe. He ain't have your crown so everybody could see. See, you had to sit there and hide who you was based upon these people, right? So God sat there and may have had you when you was younger, didn't have shit. He may have had you younger, not able to look all fancy. He may have had it make it seem like you really wasn't like that whole time. You was really like that. You was under disguise like an undercover boss. You heard me. So God sat there and sent certain chosen ones here to help other people. So when they crossed paths with you, God was like, let me see what they gonna do. Did they learn their lesson and want to sit there and start living in their truth? Some of them started acting wild. Some of them accepted it. Then you went back to God and told him through prayer and acknowledgement, like, hey, yo, so-and-so's actually acting right. So-and-so's treating me right. So-and-so's changing their ways. All of a sudden, God's like, cool. He came through. You helped save that day. But others sat there and had that opportunity, and what did they do? They sat there and talked too much to the wrong individuals. See, some chosen ones got finessed out of their blessings too. Certain chosen ones was talking too much to these dark-ass individuals, told them, hey, yo, yeah, God sent a group of us. God sent a group of us. We undercover. We supposed to help uplift another. We supposed to do this. We supposed to. They talk too much. That's why I say you ain't got to say everything. You got to talk intuitively. That's your frequency. That's that pager in a sense. You sitting there connecting to God without having to verbally say some shit. Your energy, right? So certain people, and some of you been there too. Shit, I done been there where I try to help certain individuals that was wrong, motherfuckers. You heard me. I done sat there and tried to uplift them, but they tried to swindle me, so therefore their gifts got snatched back. I went to God on their ass, told God what they was going to do, and they surely felt that wrath. See, I'm trying to tell you. See, God was like, be quiet, but some people talk too much. So what did they do? They sat there and told the devil, like, hey, yo, I want you to know, thank you, babies. I want you to know that God sent some of his crew. The devil's like, I already know God's not going to send them down here without certain things. I already know that God's going to make sure that they got some money in their pocket, got certain protection on them. The devil already knew. So the devil got excited when he found out that God sent personally some of his crew. So what did the devil do but try to target certain chosen individuals, try to rob, cheat, and steal, try to take certain things from you in order to help certain things get provided to the people that he had got to come down with him? See, the devil was in a moment where, again, it was a drought in a sense. The devil done finessed these people to come here, and then all of a sudden certain shit went to hell for them. They ain't have no food. They ain't have no this. Certain clouds was, again, all dark around him. So the devil knew that he could sit there and attack the chosen one, because he knew that God sat there and made sure that the chosen ones was fully armed. So the devil tried to finesse you, try to give them light in order to bless his crew. So why you think, again, chosen ones, certain things happen when you start helping certain people who's hurting you? Why you think that certain things start getting paused? You pause your progression from giving to these dark ass individuals. Why you think that, again, your light starts to fizzle when you help illuminate those rooms of dark ass individuals that's in that room plotting on you and other soul tribes too? See, you better know that. So certain things you don't need to say. Certain things you gotta see. You gotta see people for who they are, not who they talking about they gonna be. You gotta see through that belt that ain't gonna feed you. You gotta look through certain, man, I'm trying to tell you, chosen ones. You better know that. That's why when they try to get you to not use your intuition, certain people told you, nah, I'm not cheating on you. Nah, I'm not stealing from you. But God told you that these is what the individuals was doing, right? All of a sudden, when you didn't listen to your intuition, later down the road, all of those things came into fruition. You started to see that same person who told you they wasn't cheating on you. You got proof finally, physically, that they doing that shit. See, the devil is somebody who can't see. He can't see through souls. He can't see the future. He can't see none of that. So what did he try to do is keep you from using your intuition, so therefore you don't know what he's going to do until it's right in front of you. You better stop being dumb. You heard me. You smarter than that, chosen ones. You really like that, chosen ones. So therefore, you don't got to see things physically to know that it ain't physically for you. You don't got to see shit right in front of your face for you to know what's headed towards you. You better know that. You heard me. You better know that. But you better know how everything aligned. If something energetically don't feel right, it got to get left. You hear me? Because, again, God sat there and has blessed you with a piece of him in you so that you don't have to go through what other individuals intend for you, because he's going to show you what it is. Just like he told you, if you keep on this path, you're going to get abundance. Just thank you, baby. Just like he told you, if you do this, he gives you a quick glimpse and then he takes that shit back so you can't see no more, right? Because, again, he don't want everybody around you to see what the ending is. He don't want everybody around you to see what you're going to get. Because look how these people treated you when they felt like you ain't even have shit. Had they knew that you was that package and what was inside of you, they would have been came up on your porch and stole that shit from you. So you are in disguise. You don't got to talk that talk because you really like that. You don't got to tell people who you are. You call judgment on people who try to stop that. When I say call judgment, see, people say only God can judge. Yeah, God is like the judge in the courtroom, but you the person who presents the case to him. So you call judgment on these individuals who do foul shit to you, who don't honor you, who mistreat other people. You call judgment. I call judgment on anybody wishing death on me. I call judgment on anybody wishing ill intentions for me and my family. I call judgment on anybody who's trying to see my future. I call judgment on anybody. You calling judgment, that means you calling the court case up. And what God do? God got that gavel. He got ancestors all in there. You understand? It's the jury that's looking over what these people did to you. Then all of a sudden, God hits that gavel, and what you think it's going to do? Now they in prison. That prison in their mind, some of them prison in real life, and some of them are going to be ordered to death. They going to meet their demise, all because they try to chosen one. I'm trying to tell you. So when they say don't judge, that's true. Know that what they doing don't have nothing to do with you, but you also present that case in front of God too. See, you don't listen to the devil when he tell you, oh, snitches get stitches. Oh, all right. Well, demons go to hell, so goes your ass on. They try to persuade you to not do right, so therefore they can continue to do wrong. Fuck that. I'm trying to tell you, don't do no shit that I know of. Don't do no shit to me, because I'm going to put, now they say 9-1, and if your ass don't go, that other one's going to come. And a lot of you too, I see 555 in the chat as I say this, right? I'm trying to tell you that them saying that is the devil's way to keep finessing other individuals. Oh, you don't tell shit. When it come to God, I'm the top flight. I'm tattletale of them all when it comes to people who don't do right by me. Hey, yo, God, you know what so-and-so said to me? Hey, yo, God, you know what so-and-so did to me? I'm presenting that case every time in front of God. And half the time you end up meeting your demise if you don't tell the truth, if you don't hold these people accountable too, because then they'll have the opportunity to do what they did to you, to other individuals. You, the person who's supposed to stop that shit. You heard me? So they put their hands on you, get their ass booked. They mess with your car, get their ass booked. They did some fraud around you or to you, get their ass booked. I don't care if it's your mother, father, sister, cousin, lover, honey, that, get their ass booked. You heard me. Because if not, guess what you going to do? Get your demise along with these individuals, because they not going to be able to escape that. So just like there's people who feel like they got away with that PPP shit. See, before they even applied for a PPP loan, they did some fraudulent shit back in the day too, but they felt like they got away with it. But the whole time they ain't realized what the federales was going to do, that they was building their case, putting certain things together. Now all of a sudden, you not only going down for this, but you going down for that past shit too that you thought that you escaped, right? Because again, before you try to act like it wasn't you, but God was like, nah, I'm about to expose them. See, he gave them an opportunity to do the same thing again. And now all of a sudden things are starting to make sense. See, I'm trying to tell you, chosen ones, you better know that God's going to let them feel like they got away with something just so that they can fuck around and do it again. And they going to have that permanent ending. Get their ass booked. You heard me. And you gotta know how to protect you. Energetically protect your energy. Somebody try to call you, talk about everything that they going through. They try to transfer that negative energy upon you. After the phone call, they feeling better while you feeling the blues. Oh, nah. You better call Tyrone, because I'm not trying to hear that shit. You heard me. I'm trying to tell you. Also, you got to realize that not only do they try to transfer their energy to you, chosen ones, have you feeling how they was feeling before they got on a phone call with you, chosen ones. You got to, again, know how to protect you, not just energetically, spiritually, but physically too. Because a lot of you are in certain situations where people are abusing you. You asking God to save you. God's like, listen, when that person had that gun to you and they tripped and fell and that gun slid towards you, who you think was sliding that shit to you? Huh? But you talking about, oh, I could never. If it comes life and death, if it comes from God and the devil, you think that God's going to spare the devil, or you think he's going to take them out? See, this ain't no Black Panther movie where so-and-so from this squad try to take the Black Panthers out, and then right when they had an opportunity, shorty had an opportunity to take him out, she going to dap him up. Oh, fuck no. Because that means it's another sequel that's going to come through. Where that person could, again, try to do the same thing, but they know how to move. Oh, nah. You asking God to, again, sit there and protect you for certain things. But when he gets that opportunity in your hand, you talk about, I can't do it. And you allow the devil to have another day to dance. Oh, fuck no. I'm telling you, I tell you all this all the time. I don't become demons. I don't befriend demons. I beat them the fuck up. I'm trying to tell you, energetically, baby, you can't fuck with this energy. I promise you. As far as my confidence, it ain't no, see the difference between them, they got ego and arrogance. I got confidence, shorty. You can't tell me what I can do when I done been through some shit, got over it time and time again, established myself when they had me in the storm and some shit that I felt like I couldn't swim. See, I'm the type, they threw me out in the waves, right? And when I jumped in, see, when they pushed me in, see, I always say this, right? It's almost like you see somebody calling from a distance. These are people that's going through certain shit, right? All of a sudden, they call you. What do? You take your little raft to those individuals and try to pull them up. As soon as you pull them up, they take their leg and knock your ass in. Now, all of a sudden, you in some waves that half the time, your motherfuckers can't swim. See, I'm trying to tell you, I may not be able to swim in those waves, but at that point in time, when it comes to life or death, oh, best believe I'm going to learn that shit. So a lot of the times you try to extend your hand to certain people that try to pull your ass in. Oh, nah. See, you got the warnings too. The lifeguard told your ass not even to go that far. And what did your ass do? The lifeguard, which is God, told you not to make those moves. And what did you do? So therefore, you're going to have to save yourself. I'm not about to keep coming through to jeopardize myself when I listen to what God told me to do. Oh, nah. You better learn to swim. Because just like I could tell you when I was younger, a feminine friend pushed me in the deep end when I couldn't swim. And what did I do? Had to do what I had to do in order to get above water. I'm trying to tell you, fuckers they talking about. You heard me? So stop helping these people. You better, See, people talking about you go help. If they got the warning that there's sharks in the water, if they got warnings, again, that a storm was brewing, if they got warnings that certain things was happening, and you didn't have to help them before, you didn't have to throw a raft to them before, and they chose to go back in that water after they already experienced certain things, after they already then got told by that lifeguard that that's an area that they shouldn't swim in, I'm not going to jeopardize me and everybody on my boat who listened to what God told us to do, told us not to go out in that water, that there's certain things out there that was going to harm you. I'm not going to sit there and keep putting myself in a position to get in a sticky situation that they ass ain't even have to be in. So these people who tell you, oh, you go help, they better learn to help themselves. Because you done been in that water how many times to help them? You done sat there and thrown certain rafts time and time again. They knew damn well when they got past a certain height that they ass couldn't swim, but they expect you to jump in. When you jump out there to help them, they gonna pull you in. If I'm in the waves too, who the hell's gonna save them? If they got you in the same sticky situation, the same consequences, the same storm that they in, why would you sit there and put yourself in there? Who you gonna help them? If Noah sat there and didn't build that ark and told them what certain things was going to happen, then everybody would be in the water with him because he didn't listen. Not doing it. So whoever's supposed to be with you going to listen to what God tell them to, and God's going to lead them to you. But that person who keeps doing the same dumb shit time and time again, keep doing the same thing. Your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, your lover, time and time again, they not listening. So what they going to learn? Because just like you told somebody time and time again, don't touch that, they ain't learned that shit was hot until their ass got burned. Some people hard-headed. And how I always heard, a hard head makes a soft ass, so that's on them. You not about to sacrifice yourself so that it's two dead motherfuckers out there in the water based upon the fact that one person knew that they couldn't swim but kept jumping out in that shit. It's a no for me. You heard me. So, dude, it's not sacrificing you, Season. It's sacrificing those people who keep sacrificing themselves. It's those people who keep getting themselves in messed up situation and then calling your ass for help. You keep talking to the same friend, telling her to move away from this masculine or this feminine, and they keep being back to them. That's on them then. Don't call me when so-and-so does that shit again. Because you knew what you was getting from them, and I try to help you and keep you uplifted, and you made me think I was crazy or hating because I told you what that person was doing to you wasn't right. See, then you gotta get left. It is what it is. You heard me. So, chosen ones, ain't no more sacrificing yourself. This just season. So, whatever you put your mind to or pay attention and focus on, that's what you're going to see around you. So, again, just like when you get that new car and you don't see that car anywhere until you made your mind up that that's what you want to purchase and you get it, then you start to see that car everywhere. The same thing for you. If you sit there and find something positive in everything that happens around you, your car fucked up, oh, thank God, I'm sure that you was helping me from not going to a place that I wasn't supposed to be in. Oh, this fell through, this person didn't accept your love. Thank you, God, because that's the person I wasn't supposed to be with. When you sit there and see a positive in every situation and know that something's bigger than you, you're going to see all this love, abundance, prosperity start to be aligned with you. You better put your mind to some shit. I ain't focusing on the past. I ain't focusing on Jason and all the shit that he was stabbing up in a sense. I'm not going to sit there and invite Jason in because he talking about he changed his life and I got to keep patting him down to see if he got some shit on him. Oh, nah. No. If I got to keep checking to see if you're going to do that same shit again, we ain't supposed to be around me, then you better get your ass on. You heard me. But listen, chosen ones, I got to get up off of here because I do got some readings to do. Please remember, I'll never reach out to you for a reading. That's something that you got to be ready to receive because I'm not going to sugarcoat nothing for you. I'm going to tell you about your mother, sister, brother, lover, what they intend to you, what you do to you, what's expected to come to you. Whatever God tells me to tell you, I'm going to say to you, all right? So I got multiple readings, all types, all prices, all right? I got coaching sessions where I talk to you on the phone one-on-one. I got personal readings where I record the reading for you, personally for you, and send it over to you so you can save it and replay no matter how many times you want to, all right? I love you. I'm going to upload this live a little later on my YouTube. Turn your notifications on. But thank you, babies. But remember, if you need me, baby, you know how to reach me, all right? I love you. Y'all be great.